This is probably a bit of a controversial take, but I kind of put like the Zoro kills Kaido folks, the power scalers of the One Piece community, in the same sort of box as those who think that Luffy's going to become the Pirate King, which is a little presumptuous of me because he says it all the time. He says it so much that it's a joke. It's a running joke in the community. But here's why I don't think he's going to become the Pirate King, because the story isn't about being the Pirate King. Uh, Roger doesn't care about being the Pirate King. Everyone who matters in the story, all the big league people, don't care about being the Pirate King. Whitebeard didn't care. Roger didn't care. Shanks didn't care. He was lounging around until Luffy, unlocked Gear 5. So that should tell you everything you need to know about the legacy of the Pirate King. That is not the story of the world of One Piece. Um, it's about Gear 5. It's about Joy Boy. It's about the liberation of the world. It's about Emu and the Gorosei. And it's about 800 years ago. It's not about 60 or 70 years ago or however long ago Roger, turned the world upside down. Roger is a tiny sliver of the history of One Piece. He's not that big of a deal. He's a very important part of it, but he's not the whole picture. The Pirate King, the legacy of the Pirate King, doesn't really matter that much at all. He used it as a pretense to get people moving to save the world. He started this new pirate age of these dreamers. That was Roger's utility in the world of One Piece. Pirate King doesn't really matter. Who do I think is going to become the Pirate King? Um, Buggy. I think Buggy's going to become Pirate King because that would complete his journey in the uh, ultimate failing upwards character, and he would become the ultimate failing upward character of all time. Uh, well, yeah, I just want to make a little bookend sort of argument as to why Luffy won't become Pirate King. Because he sees it as a means to an end. He always says, "I want to be Pirate King," but nobody really asks why he wants to become Pirate King. It's because he sees it as like whoever's the strongest is the freest. He wants to be the freest, so he says, "Oh, the prerequisite to becoming the freest person on the sea is becoming the strongest person, the Pirate King." That's all it is to him. Hopefully, Buggy slips and falls and accidentally throws a knife and stabs Emu in the head, and then he becomes Pirate King. And then big news Morgans prints it on newspapers, and then everybody cheers for him. I hope that's what happens. I unironically hope that's what happens, and I hope Luffy gets to sail the seas with his crew and have a jolly old time, and go to Sky Islands and moons and go under the sea and then go under volcanoes and whatnot and have the time of his life, because that's what really matters to him, not the fame and fortune. Obviously, read the story.